Hey guys, have you heard of web development, web design, web programming? Guess what? You are in luck. This video could be the best 5 minutes of your day today. So watch this video to the end and thank me later.
Lesson 5. Local hosting explained.
Local hosting involves running a website on your personal computer instead of a live server. It is primarily used for testing and development before publishing the website online. Tools like XAMPP, WAMP, and Apache create a virtual server environment on your machine. For example, XAMPP combines Apache, the web server, MySQL, the database, and PHP, the programming language, into one package. Local hosting allows developers to experiment with changes, troubleshoot errors, and test website functionality without any cost or risk. Now, I am going to show you the two ways of hosting a website locally on your computer using, for an example, a PHP script. PHP is a programming language that runs on a server, which means that PHP is a server language and it cannot be used outside a server. This here is a conventional PHP file and it contains PHP code which cannot be run outside a server. The first method of running PHP on a local machine is by using command prompt, and I'm going to show you how to do just that. You access your command prompt by typing cmd on your search bar. When you have opened your command prompt, the next step is to paste in a command: php capital X php capital S localhost 400. You type in this code php capital S localhost 400. By typing in this code, you are giving your computer an instruction to start up a local server on the machine. You click enter. As you can see, the information we are getting: PHP 8.23 development server started on localhost 400, such that with this http slash localhost 400, we can now write PHP because there is now a server on this domain. The server has been started on our localhost 400, but then we'll have to find the project folder which we have put in the root directory of the system. We'll navigate first to our PC local disk. When we open it, we go to the users to find our local directory. Now, this is the local directory of our computer, and it is on this directory that this local server has been started. Here we can find the project folder, which is www. Here we can see our PHP file, which is site.php. We'll have to copy this address and paste it on our browser. Now, as you can see, We have accessed the parent directory of our computer and we are seeing the files in our project folder. To check out if our server is really working, we are going to test out this address given to us by the command prompt. Now, as you can see, this is our PHP code running on Chrome. Max PHP, the title of the website, and then echo hello world Max site, and we can see that just here. So this is the first method of hosting a PHP script, which is a server language, on a local computer. Now, the second method of hosting a website locally, of creating a server on our computer, is by using the software called XAMPP. I already have XAMPP installed in my system, but I will take you through the process of downloading and installation so that you can do the same on your computer. First of all, you search for XAMPP on your browser. The first website there is the official website of XAMPP. You click on it. Then you'll be redirected to the home page of the XAMPP website. Here you can download the setup file considering your laptop specifications and make. So I'll click XAMPP for Windows to download it for my Windows computer. And verify that you're a human and go through the downloading process. You'll be redirected to the download page, and before you know it, you have your XAMPP Windows x64 file. When your download is complete, you access it on your downloads file. So here is the installer. You double click on it. You click on run. You click on next. Now you have the choice of checking the things you don't want to install. I wouldn't advise you to install FileZilla FTP server, because you can access the files, you can upload files to your local host through your computer. You can only download it if you will not be having access to your local PC. That is if you will be accessing this local hosting from another computer. Then you also uncheck the Mercury mail server and the Tomcat. I think you can leave the Perl checked. Then you can uncheck these two. Then you are good to go. You click next. This is the default folder where the installer will install XAMPP in your computer. So don't change anything there. Click next. I am getting this error because I already have XAMPP on my PC, but then after this, the next processes are just as simple as anything could be. Then when you are done, you click finish and you are good to go. When you are done installing XAMPP, you are going to get this panel, which is the controller panel of your XAMPP. But then in this panel, we are only going to be interested in these two aspects for now. Apache, and MySQL because they are the main tools that you'll be using for your local hosting. Here, you can do a lot of configurations to your local hosting, but that would be another topic for another day. Now, what do? You click on Start to start up your server on your local computer, and then you also start up your server on MySQL. Just as we did in the first method, the next step is to find the root directory where XAMPP has started your server on. And XAMPP starts its server on the htdocs in the XAMPP folder. With our server already running on our computer, the next step is to find the root directory where this server is actually running, and we are going to do just that now. You navigate to our PC, then click on XAMPP, and here you are going to find the htdocs folder, which is over here. So here is our root directory. This address czamp/htdocs is equal to our http/localhost. So we are going to copy this and head over to our browser to explain what we mean. Here now, when we paste in this address, we are going to see the files inside this parent directory. But then instead of us using this particular address, we are supposed to change it to our local host. And as you can see, it still shows us the files contained in the local host. So we'll head on to our root directory and create our project folder. Here we choose a new test website. Having created our project folder, we are going to head over to our text editor to write our PHP scripts on this project folder. Move on to our text editor and then navigate to the folder. As you can see, here is our project folder. We click on it and select to open this folder. Now our folder is empty and we are going to create the first file, which is going to be a file.php. And we have successfully created our PHP file. And as I said at first, a PHP is a programming language that runs on a server. So when we write our PHP code inside this file, it will be executed because the folder has been created on the local host server running on our PC. So we are going to go ahead and create this folder. You can write PHP inside a HTML tag. So having created the fundamental HTML tags, we go ahead to create our PHP code. So this is the PHP opening tag and this is the PHP closing tag. So that in between these files, whatever we write is going to be a PHP code. So let's just do a basic PHP code, which is echo hello world. And we have our basic HTML, our basic PHP code. So let's check if this code is actually running on our server. So let's navigate to our Chrome to see what's going on there. So when we refresh, we see our project folder and we click on it, and then we see our file and we click on it. And as you can see, our code has been printed out to the page hello world, which means that the server is running and our PHP code has been printed out to the Chrome. So this is basically how to run a local server on your PC. With this, you can actually install PHP scripts and build websites locally on your computer before buying a web hosting and building your site online. Even with this local hosting, you can actually share your port address and you can access your website from your mobile phone, or when you are working on a project to someone remotely, you can actually share your port address and the person can see the site you are working on your local PC. So XAMPP is a wonderful tool for a web programmer who is actually working on a website. It is more like a playground where you test out your site to make sure that everything is working very well before pushing it up to the web hosting. Thanks for watching this video. If you'd want to be part of our tech journey, then make sure to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this.